My name is Sandeep, and right now I have with me Anindita Bose. Well, you've seen a lot of her in Pata Look, and obviously, for all you Bengali film fanatics, she's been a part of the Bengali film industry for a long time. Hello, Anindita, and welcome to the podcast.
Hi Sandeep, hello. I'm so excited to be here.
Mm. Anindita, you tell me, I mean, at the very outset, let me ask. Nowadays, the situation is pretty grim. Everything is so remorseful. It wouldn't be exaggerating to state that, the very atmosphere is like tinctured with remorse, tinctured with grief, tinctured with all sorts of negativity for that matter. And especially, I mean, when every day you wake up in the morning and you scroll the internet and you get to see every day someone or the other is just passing away. How have you been holding up this quarantine?
Well, to be honest, I know how tough everything has been for so many people, and for me, I just feel like the fact कि भाई मेरे मतलब मेरे सिर के ऊपर एक छत है, खाने को खाना है. It's not possible कि you are only going to see dark times and there is no light at the end of the tunnel. There has
Yes.
to be light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that is that hope that has really kept me going. Also, I I kind of made sure कि I'm not going to think too much about what is happening around me. I'm
Mm.
going to take this time to really do things that I was not being able to do for so many years. Like I was sketching every single day. I was drawing every single day. I don't get to spend as much time with my dogs. I spent time with them. I was trying to eat clean, exercise every day. I was doing meditation every day. I wanted to do meditation for such a long time, but I thought that this was like the perfect time to get into this entire good habit, and which I did. And I think these are the things that kind of really helped me to uh, go through this thing that all of us are going through.
Mm-hmm. Anita, tell me about
So
a
yeah.
little about the web show that you're a part of, Mafia.
So, Mafia is basically a thriller, which eventually, when people start watching it, it's going to turn into like a psychological thriller. And it's Mafia. Initially people kind of thought कि भाई this is going to be another underworld wala show, but it is not. Mafia is a very fun, like homebound game that usually group of friends play, and
Hmm.
when people play this game, it actually gets a little मतलब थोड़ा risky हो जाता है, in the sense like people will start blaming each other. वैसा वाला game है, like it really plays with your mind. So ये गेम पर बेस करके ही हमारा ये शो बनाया गया है, where these are six friends that they go to this uh, holiday bungalow when they were in college. मतलब college खत्म हो गया है, so they wanted to enjoy, they wanted to go to this bungalow and have a nice time, and that is where they start playing this game Mafia, and things happen. फिर 6 साल no one is in touch with each other, and then how after 6 years they again come back, friend is getting married, and they start playing that game,
Yeah.
and then this time it gets worse than what it was 6 years back. So basically that is how the story revolves. But what is really unique about it is that कि मतलब whoever you see, मतलब ये जो बंदे जो आपको देखेंगे, ये 6 बंदे जो आपको देखेंगे, मतलब पहले तो थोड़ा अलग होगा, आपको लगेगा हाँ भाई ये ऐसा है, ये कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. But slowly, as you start watching, as you get deeper into the story, you'll know the other sides of these characters. Like you get deeper into their souls. So yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
that is Mafia.
Acha, Anindita, from Bhuter Bhavishyat to this very day, you have come a long way. And what do you think has been the driving factor in your life?
The driving factor, I think, these amazing roles that I keep getting offered. Yeah, I
Acha.
think, yeah, like all everything that I've done so far in these 11 years that I've been actively, a part of this field, I've got really very challenging roles, and they've never ever bored me. So I think the fact that I kept getting good work and good
Mm.
characters, interesting characters, is what has kind of really, uh, because I remember, I was just saying this to someone else that uh, production designing is what I actually wanted to do.
Acha,
Uh,
okay.
but like incidentally, it just happened that I ended up giving an audition for my first television show, and then ever since then it's just been like getting better roles, getting better projects, working with brilliant that kind of person की ना बहुत देखेंगे कि I like point I will come back to doing production designing, but that clearly didn't happen. So that is when I understood कि this is my calling, and this is what I'm meant to do. So I might as well stick to this and get better at it. So
Right.
that really helped me go.
The fact that you are an outsider in Bollywood, you don't really have a godfather as they call it. Did you face any kind of hardships as far as getting or securing a role for yourself is concerned? I mean,
Not
Abhi, this is more. The question is very pertinent because the fact that Sushant Singh Rajput's death has actually conjured up this storm on social media about nepotism.
To be honest, I have never gone through any hardships. I mean, I don't belong to any filmy background.
Hmm.
My parents are not in this field. मतलब दूर दूर के रिश्तेदार भी ये फील्ड में नहीं है. So like
Hmm.
absolutely an outsider. But I feel like, what I feel like, if you have that conviction in you, if you're honest, and if you have that talent, and if you're hardworking, then something or the other is going to work out for you. And I
Right.
think just keeping that in my mind also, I that was when I started trying in Bombay, because I saw that in Bombay they are giving chance to outsiders, like the names that we are giving now, the labels that they are giving now, they are giving chance to outsiders. Otherwise, Radhika Apte wouldn't become Radhika Apte that she is today, or Rajkumar Rao, Ayushman Khurrana. All these actors are outsiders, and I think that they are doing very, very. I'm so sorry.
Why don't you bring your dog to in front of the camera?
No, no, it is their walking time, so they are just going out now. So,
Right
so yeah,
now
so
it's complete lockdown. Bichare dogs are like really pissed off with the lockdown, I'm sure. Off the camera,
actually,
that's what I mean.
my dogs are kind of cool only because they usually walk around in the compound, so they are fine.
Achha.
Huh. Yeah. So, so when you see actors like Ayushmann Khurrana, Rajkumar Rao, and all these people are also are at the position that they are at today, like
Yes,
even
yes.
Taxi Pannu. And so, of course, like there is a ray of hope. It is not always to do with nepotism and favoritism, but also, to be honest, because हम लोग ये फील्ड में है, तो हमारा ये फील्ड इतना हाईलाइटेड है, एंड दिस इज द फील्ड that media really likes to promote. So that is why, even if someone tomorrow falls off the stairs, that is going to become a big news. But nepotism and favoritism exists in each and every field. यार. मतलब
Hmm.
tomorrow a doctor's kid, if he or she wants to become a doctor, of course the doctor is going to be helping their kids, no? And same
Hmm.
to do with like a pilot's kid. So it is there everywhere. It is there in corporate fields, and of course that, I mean, because our field is out there for everyone to see, is why it gets so highlighted. But yeah, coming back to the question, I've never had to face this. I've never had to face this whole favoritism or nepotism thing. So touch wood. But I feel like I can also understand that, the ones that do go through it can get tough. But I just feel like if you're a part of this field, भाई सब जानकर आप आगे, because it is a tough field. It is a
Hmm.
cutthroat competitive field. things are not always going to be easy. You have to have that strong mentality, believe in your craft, and keep working hard, and something is definitely going to happen. So
What was perhaps the most difficult part of you doing the show? Something that you perhaps came across while shooting, or anything that you thought that you never quite have done this before? Did you ever have any such experience? If you could elaborate on that, if
uh,
you did.
there is this scene, but if I say a little also about that scene, then
Okay. So,
a
okay,
big plot.
don't say about the scene. Don't say a word about the scene.
But
You
yeah,
can
it,
just say
it was
what.
something. It was something that when people will see it by the end of the show, one of few of the later episodes,
Hmm.
what happens to my character. So basically, those are few scenes that I've never done in my life. I've never experienced it. So I constantly kept thinking about how I'm going to be doing those scenes, and for me, that was
So,
a
was it a
bit
particular
difficult.
action, kuch tha, which you perhaps you'd never a stunt, perhaps something of that sort?
It
Was
was
it?
kind of an action only, you can say, not
Acha.
stunt, but kind of an action which मतलब उसका expression लोग भाई कैसे देते हैं मुझे पता नहीं, like वैसा वाला एक चीज था कि how do I do this? Like, I've never done this kind of thing before. So that was a thing that kept playing in my head. And I remember I would keep seeing few reference videos ki, acha, how did this one do it? How did that one do it? So that was that one expression that I was very worried about. But
Hmm.
otherwise, throughout, I think we had a lot of fun shooting for Mafia,
Hmm.
like a lot of
And
fun. We were
especially
all,
because of the fact that the web series was shot in Bengal as well. I mean, I heard it
yeah,
was
it
shot in
was.
North Bengal. A lot of it.
It was it yeah, it was shot in Gorumara forest, and
Hmm.
that was one forest that I've never been to. So for me, I was like really discovering
What
this
was the
new
name of the
jungle.
forest? Gorumara Forest. Gorumara
Gorumara
Jungle.
forest. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Gorumara.
yeah,
Okay,
I know.
that's
I
nice.
know. So yeah, so every day it was like a beautiful day because you're traveling, through the woods. You're going to your set, and every day you're getting to see these wild animals, wild elephants walking around, snakes, cheetahs. Matlab there was like nothing left. So it was a very very beautiful scenic place where we were shooting at. So definitely none of us were missing home because we were in that jungle for a month. तो होता है ना कि भाई
Acha.
थोड़ा ऐसे होम सिक वाला फीलिंग आ रहा है, बट नहीं आ रहा था because we were shooting in such a beautiful location that we were like, Arey, I wish we never get out of this place, because every day getting up and seeing greenery and seeing beautiful rainbows and clear sky with like thousands and thousands of stars, these are things that you can't get to see when you're in the city. So we really really enjoyed.
Right. Also, you've got to tell me the fact that you were a part of Patal Lok, and now again this one. How is this particular role different from Patal Lok?
Absolutely
Tell me a little
different.
bit about your character. Come on.
So Neha is someone who's extremely tomboyish.
Tomboyish, acha.
She's tomboyish, and for her, like if whenever she's seeing कि भाई यहाँ पर कोई ये गलत कर रहा है तो जाके उसको डांट देती है,
Acha.
and she's the glue of this group of six friends. So, like, even when the first time that they visited that bungalow, and they were playing Mafia, and then things happen and everyone is going their separate ways, they didn't decide to be friends anymore. So my character Neha was the only one who was trying to still keep this group together, and she is the one who plans this reunion, which happens after 6 years. So she's the one who really tries to keep her friends together. She's the one who will try. She's a journalist, so that is why that entire thing कि भाई अगर गलत देखो तो जाके डांट दो. So she's like that type, like a very outspoken person, and also very empathetic, and also very um, like she just wants everyone to be happy always, even if probably she's not, but she is like a people pleaser. So yeah,
Right, right.
that is what Neha is.
How was it working with Namit Das and everybody else for that matter?
Oh, Namit is such a delight, yaar. He is hilarious. He's a true entertainer. Uh,
He
Before
was all
shooting this,
praises
Namit.
about you. I had a word with him just a
Hmm.
few minutes ago, and
Uh-huh.
he was all praises about you. He was like, she's such a wonderful actress, and this and that and the other. And, he just went on about you and how you were a part of so many Bengali films and all of that. I was like, okay, I know all of that. Thank you so much.
So Namit के साथ उसके पहले we done few TVCs together, but
Uh,
this was the first time that we were like interacting also for so long, and there was just so much to learn from him because I've been following his work since like Wake Up Sid, or maybe even before Wake Up Sid. So I have
mm-hmm.
been like a huge fan of his work, and knowing that he's going to be a part of this project was really exciting because I already know the kind of energy that he would get into this project, and that is exactly what happened. Like नमित के सामने आप हंस नहीं सकते, अगर आप शॉट के वक्त अगर थोड़ा सा भी करके हंस दिए ना तो बस that's it. Like then there will be like a fit of laughter that is going to happen, and then everyone is going to start laughing, and then like for almost 2-3 minutes everyone is laughing. फिर उसके बाद shot शुरू हो गया. Then again when it comes to that point where probably I might have laughed in the previous take, then again this whole laughter riot will start. So we have to be very careful about our laughters. Also,
Mm.
we had a lot of get-togethers after our shoot would get done. Like we would all meet up in a room and chit chat, talk about how our day went, and Namit is such a beautiful singer that he would like sing some really nice songs for us. That is when I got to know what a beautiful singer he is. And also there's just so much to learn from him. You just keep observing him and just see how he can turn, like maybe there's nothing happening in that scene, मतलब बहुत ही एक plain line वाला scene है, but अगर नमित आ गया वो scene में, then that scene is going to be like this. So he knows how, he understands that his craft is so strong that he knows that how to make like a very straight line scene very interesting, so that people are engaged throughout. So there was just so much to learn from it. It was excellent working with him.
All right, okay, Anindita, before I let you go, I'll be asking you one last question. And
Hmm.
that is, how was Patal Lok different from the current series, Mafia?
Uh, Both the genres are different. I mean,
Hmm.
that is to do
But
with a
what I
little
got to know
more.
from Namit was, again, this is a very dark film. It's a very, it has a very dark
Yeah,
streak to
this is a psychological thriller.
Acha.
Patalok was not a psychological thriller. Uh,
Hmm.
I can't even actually call it a thriller. I had to feel like Patalok was something like that
It
kind
was
of.
related to crime.
It was very realistic. It
Yeah.
was it was a crime thriller, and this is
Yeah.
more of a psychological thriller. So
Yeah.
the genres were a little different for sure. Uh,
Yeah.
and Yeah, and the vastness of that project was tremendous. There were
Acha,
so many
Mafia.
characters
You talk about Mafia.
in Patalok.
Acha, in Patal Lok. Okay.
Yeah, the
Patal Lok was
vastness of the
very
project. Yeah. So over here, we are just few of us, like 8 of us, that are you know uh, telling the story. So those were the things that were different from Patalok to this, and yeah, if you're asking about characters, so matlab, एकदम like North Pole South Pole वाला difference है between
Yeah.
Chanda and Neha. So so yeah, these are the differences. Chanda comes from like a very mediocre family, whereas Neha comes from a pretty rich family. So these are the differences between Pata and Look, and
All right. Okay. I really hope that I forgot the name. Okay. I really hope Mafia actually does pretty good. it actually is loved by the audiences, and by our conversation, I kind of felt that it definitely will be dig by the audiences.
Thank
I really wish you all the very
thank
best,
you.
Anita, for your career,
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank
and
you.
thank you so
I
much.
hope
Thank you
you
so
watch
much.
Mafia and then get back to me and tell me how you liked
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for being in a conversation with me, Anita. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Sandeep. See you.
Thank. So that was the lovely Anindita Bose. My name is Sandeep with DC Martini. Thank you so much.